Hello, Alicia Casey here, and today we're going to start off our 6-week launch. So this is our first video in a 6-week series about launching your business to elite. So if you're brand new or maybe been sharing a little while, wherever you're at, you can always do another launch for your business. So in this series, we're going to give you the tools, the mindset, and the skill set to start practicing and implementing to really take your business to the next level and reach your goals. And so one of the key foundations is really mindset. And we're going to be talking a lot about that as we go through. And that's the key difference that I see between people being successful and not successful in the doTERRA business is really just all about mindset, being unstoppable in the face of whatever comes up. And we're going to talk about the launch guide right now and show you how you can use this guide to actually launch you to success. And we're going to give you all the tools, all the skills, but it's going to take something on your part to really just master that mindset and becoming unstoppable. And I'm excited to be with you for the next 6 weeks. Okay. All right, so welcome to the launch. First, I want you to look at setting your intentions for this launch. Like, why are you here? Why did you opt into doing a 6-week launch? And you can take you can pause the video and take a few minutes to think about these questions as well. What do you want to leave this 6-week launch knowing? What do you want to leave this 6-week launch feeling? Well, I'll tell you, you're going to know how to teach a class, first you're going to learn how to share, how to invite, how to teach a class, how to close the class successfully, how to follow up with customers and support them on their journey. And you're going to leave this launch feeling empowered and able to really take it on. And, you've got a coach to support you all the way. Okay, so the first step is our tool set. Get tooled up. Okay, so these are going to be our tools. It's the Empowered Success System. Everything is right in your shopping cart. You can order them singly, you can order them in 10 packs, or you can order them in the class in a box and get a lot of different information. Or you can download them yourself. I'm going to show you that in a minute, but these are going to be our tools. And first, we're going to talk about anchoring your commitment. So, why are you committed to building a doTERRA business? Or are you committed? You may not even be committed at this point. You might be dabbling in it and go, is this for me? That's totally okay. But let's look at why you would want to put your commitment in to building a doTERRA business. So, there's the story about buckets and pipelines. So there once was a man in a village who hauled buckets for a living. Every day, he would carry buckets of water back to the village and do that over and over and over again. And as many buckets as he could haul is however much he could earn. And one day, he grew weary of hauling buckets. So in his spare time, he decided to start building a pipeline. And it took lots of hours, lots of dedication and commitment. There were probably times that, he just was tired and didn't want to do it, or, was busy, wanting to watch Netflix or something. But, he gave all that up and all the conversations of, it's hard work and takes a lot of time to keep building that pipeline. And one day not only did he, have the water pipeline, he was able to turn on the spigot, but he also had a financial pipeline as well. And so that's what we're doing in doTERRA. We're building that financial pipeline instead and creating that passive income. So in our business, it's all about residual income. And it's just as simple as that. I mean, when you share oils with people, most of the people that you share with are going to fall in love with the oils, and they're going to want to keep ordering them over and over and over again. And it's just all about education. When we can educate people how to use the oils, they want to use them, they fall in love, and they keep ordering them. And that's how we build our residual income, or that passive income. So even, I want to reference this, even a lawyer who's making $500 an hour is still exchanging time for money and not really building that residual income. So, the first choice for you is really, do you want to keep hauling buckets, or do you want to build a financial pipeline? So if you're choosing to build a financial pipeline, the next choice is really choosing to do it with doTERRA. And why would you want to partner with doTERRA? Well, we're effective, proven, and caring. So effective means we're the most tested, most trusted. doTERRA is, the #1 essential oil company in the world, and that's due to the Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade Oil, CPTG. And the doTERRA difference, as far as direct sales companies, network marketing companies, is that we have a record-breaking retention rate. So 65% of our customers order products every 1 to 3 months. That's huge. The average network marketing company is about 5 to 10%. So that means every month they have to go out and recreate about 90% of their business just to stay where they're at, let alone to move up, right? So for doTERRA, with that 65% retention rate, it makes our job so much easier to build that real residual income. And the reason for that is, typical direct selling companies lead with the business opportunity. Product sales are dependent on an opportunity, and they're out focused on selling an opportunity. With doTERRA, it's authentic direct sales. We're leading with powerful products. The products sell regardless of the opportunity, and we're just sharing a wellness lifestyle. So what I mean by products sell regardless of an opportunity, 80% of people who sign up with doTERRA never ever sell anything. They just are there to buy the products for themselves. That's really, really huge in this industry. And then doTERRA's growth rate. We hit $1 billion company in 7 years. That growth rate is comparable to Apple's growth rate. We're the largest essential oil company in the world, part of a $3.4 billion wellness market. We have sales open in over 110 countries. So if you have people outside of this country, huge opportunities, huge growth outside of the U.S. I mean, of course, in the U.S. as well, but just another opportunity for us to share and empower people. And the team's led by the executive team has over 150 years of combined industry experience from marketing, sales, healthcare, finances, and they are just an amazing group of people. And when you go to convention, you'll get to hear all of them speak and really get to a sense of not just their business side, but their heart and how much they care about changing the world. And that's the thing that speaks to me is what we're up to, actually changing the world. So I got to see it firsthand when I went to Guatemala last October, in seeing the difference that doTERRA makes for the growers, who are, most of them are coming from developing nations in high levels of poverty. So bringing them clean water, medical centers, education, all these amazing things that really touch a lot of lives. So when you're building a doTERRA pipeline, you're not just you're not just benefiting from it, you're actually changing millions and millions of lives along the process. And so that's why I've partnered with doTERRA, because I can change lives and create an income. So, I know I could be successful at anything that I do, but I want to do something that makes a difference. Like, not just a little difference, makes a huge difference. And I can get that time freedom and financial freedom. And that's what I want for you guys. So you want to just start to look at what would make the biggest impact in your life. Is it earning more? Do you want to be debt-free? And I want you to go back to your build guide. This is straight out of the build guide. And, start checking this stuff off for you. what's important to you. Do you want to be debt-free, have a generous savings account, financial freedom, be able to give to charity? Do you want to work smarter? Do you want to have that time freedom? Do you want to build your own dreams instead of build the dreams of someone else? Are you interested in self-improvement, financial planning, and preparedness, like for your retirement? Or do you want to just do what you love and travel and educate people and be of service and spend more time with your family? I mean, all of these things are important to me. And so you want to look at, why I'm creating my business with doTERRA, and start, part of your homework this week is going to be to, it's an optional part of the homework is to look at your why and start journaling why you're even doing this, so you can really get connected, whether it's, really being of service to other people or spending more time with your family. And it can be all of the above, but just start looking at why, so that you know what's going to fuel you when things get tough or you get that no 10 times in a row, why you're going to keep going and never give up on your dream. Because that's all it is. It's not if you can do this business. It's not if you can hit that diamond rank. It's just when. Okay, so partnering with doTERRA, where do you want to be? So what level in doTERRA is it going to take for you to fulfill your dreams? How much time are you willing to invest to achieve that success? So there's, I love this breakdown in the build guide because it really gives you a realistic idea of what it's going to take to build your goals. Reach your goals. So do you want to be in the area to get your product paid for? That's going to be an elite premier income, which is ranging in about, $365 to $1,000 a month. And the investment needed is 3 to 5 hours per week. And you can hit elite in 2 to 3 months. You can hit premier in 6 months. And that's going to take personally enrolling a few customers per month. Okay. And then do you want to supplement your income? So, between $1,000 and $5,000 a month, like a premier gold income. What's needed? You're going to need to invest 10 to 15 hours per week. You can hit elite in 1 to 2 months, silver in 6 to 9 months, and gold in 1 to 2 years. And that's going to take enrolling 4 customers a month and 1 builder monthly. And then to replace your income, that's that gold diamond level, would be about $5,000 to $17,000 a month. You're going to need to invest 15 to 30 hours per week. And you can hit elite in 1 month, silver in 2 to 3 months, and diamond in 1 to 3 years. But what that's going to take is enrolling 8 customers a month and about 2 builders per month. So that really gives you an idea, a realistic idea of where you're at. And so, this week we're going to have you tell your coach what level you're willing to work at to fulfill your goals, and then start looking at those goals so your coach can tell you what's going to be realistic. If you only can work 3 to 5 hours per week, you're probably not going to hit elite in your first month. It's possible, but it's not likely. So we just want to look at, wherever you're at is fine, and you can, start out at 35 hours per week until you can rearrange your life to put more time and effort into it. Wherever you're at is okay. We're just here to support you and reach your goals. And success is simple. We have the pipeline to just, share with you, how you can reach those goals. So it's really just all about the first step is use doTERRA products, 2, share doTERRA, and 3, teach others. And we just keep repeating that over and over and over again. And then we have the PIPE system. This is our part of our mindset tool set, and more of our skill set, actually, where we have P, prepare, I, invite, P, present, E, enroll, and S for support. And we're going to go through those in detail, and we just want people to see, I can do that. Really, anybody can do this business, and with the Empowered Success System, it makes it simple. So I want you to know you can look up the Empowered Success System, and you can actually download all of the guides for free. So make sure you have all those tools in your tool set. If you don't have a paper copy, which I do highly recommend the paper copy, put that on your next order. But until you can get that, definitely go on and download that. So these are going to be our guides. These are our tools. So we have the Healthy Can Be Simple guide. This is where we're sharing and inviting. The Natural Solutions class handout. This one's meant to teach, and this is our P for present. So we're teaching, we're presenting, and we're enrolling our prospects with this page. And then the Live, Share, and Build guide. So the Live guide is to enroll them into the Loyalty Rewards program. The Share guide is to commit them to host, and then the Build guide is to commit them to build the business if that's something they're interested in doing. And then the Launch guide is your launch to elite, whether it takes you 1 month, 3 months, whatever. But the quicker you can launch, the more momentum you're going to build for your business and start kicking butt right away and being able to supplement your income and getting all your oils paid for quickly. Okay, so the 3 steps to launch your business is living the wellness lifestyle. So you want to make sure, if you haven't gotten a lifestyle overview for you personally, like if your enroller hasn't done one with you yet, reach out to them or reach out to your next closest mentor and have a lifestyle overview done for you so that you can start implementing the essential oils and products so that you can be living the lifestyle. If you're not a product of the product, it's not very easy to share. If you're not taking Lifelong Vitality Pack, you can't share about how Lifelong Vitality Pack has made a difference in your life, right? And then 2, sharing with others. Creating your names list and getting started with that. We're going to talk way more about that. And then launching your business, okay? So that's like creating your goals and really taking action. So we're going to next go to the Launch Your Business guide. And the job title is really to just a launch to elite. And one thing I want to point out here is this little part right here at the top left. It says, belief in the product plus action equals results. And this is where we want to stand in. Like right now, if you've decided to take on a doTERRA business, I'm sure you have belief in the product. You've been using them. You're like, these things work. I love them. I want everyone to have them. And the next crucial piece is action. So sharing with a lot of people, inviting them to classes, bringing them to classes, and enrolling them, and then launching your new builders as well. And that's how you're going to get results, change lives, grow personally, and create that residual income. And so our 5 steps to launch, again, are that prepare, invite, present, enroll, support. And today we're going to focus more on the prepare stage. This is going to be fueling your launch, becoming a solutions provider, and we're going to go over success is scheduled, okay? It doesn't just happen magically. You've got to create a structure to have your success be real. And in fueling your launch, actually, hold on, I'm going to move me over so we can see this. Okay. So success begins with you. This begins with you making sure your template's always at 100 PV so you get your commissions, the daily, creating your daily wellness plan, making sure you're using your oils regularly, sharing the doTERRA lifestyle, and building your business and building your dreams. And we're going to, really dive into these a lot more. So let's look at the Live guide briefly. The job title is to enroll in LRP, or the Loyalty Rewards Program. This is called, and we do the lifestyle overview with the Live guide. It's called the second enrollment. So you want to do this with every single new member. It's going to help them use the products they have, set up a daily wellness plan, maximize their membership, connect them to resources in a community, and really change lives. Because if people order a kit and they're not using what's in the kit, their life is not going to be changed. And this is where we actually introduce the levels of the wellness pyramid And then we go over, all of those levels of the wellness pyramid and where they can incorporate essential oils into their life in eating right, exercise, rest and stress management, reducing toxic overload, informed self-care, and proactive medical care. And then next we're going to look at the, share guide. And this is committing them to host, or really it's like a soft launch to building their business where you can filter out committed and capable people. And I love the share guide. I love using this with my hostesses or new builders. I love to keep them focused in the share guide because that's what it's all about. It's all about having fun, sharing, and we're going to definitely talk more and more about this with others, but really sharing comes naturally. When you love it, you'll share it with those you love. And this page is 3 steps to invite. Share, invite, remind. This is going to be key in having successful classes, whether it's your own personal class or you have someone hosting a class for you. I love it. It's got text scripts. It's got scripts in here and the exact steps for you to share, invite, and remind. And I'm going to go over this in way more detail next week about sharing, inviting, and inviting. You can share anywhere, anytime. And the more you share, the more lives you change. And so I love this part because it's just showing you how you can earn your products for free, and it gives them a sense of what it's like to have a doTERRA business. So when you're first starting out in doTERRA, there is 5 ways to earn income, and that's retail. So if you're selling oils individually, that can be a little bit, but what we want to focus on is those fast start bonuses and your power of 3 bonus. So everybody you enroll, you get 20% of everything that they buy. And you don't need to be an expert. You don't need to wait till the week we teach you how to close a class. Just show them the kits and say, which one do you want? That's where it all starts. And you always have your upline to support you as well. If you're having classes before you're ready to close a class, we will co-teach classes with you, do 3-way calls with you. Whatever that looks like to support you, you're not alone. But that 20%, this is like a big chunk of change for you to get started. So if you sell 1 Family Essentials kit, 1 Natural Solutions kit, that $550 kit, you are looking at getting a $100 paycheck that week. Okay? So that could look like 3 Home Essentials kits and, 2 Home Essentials kit and a Family Essentials kit to make that $100. And then boom, you've got your order paid for the month. So this is what you kind of want to start looking at your goals to be. And then building the residual income over time is with that power of 3 bonus. So if you help 3 people make a 100 PV order that month under you, you'll get a $50 bonus. And then if you help those 3 people find their 3 people, you can earn a $250 bonus every single month. So that's what you want to start thinking. I need to help 3 people, and then I need to help 3 people help 3 people. And, that's a very nice little chunk of change for you to start your doTERRA business with. Okay, so healthy can be simple. This is its job title is sharing and inviting. It's going to talk about what are essential oils, the 3 ways to use them. It's going to have all of our top 10 oils and more, and how to really start living a wellness lifestyle. I love these Healthy Can Be Simple guides. You can keep them in your purse at all times. When you give out a sample, you want to give this to someone, or you can teach a class straight out of it when you're sitting in the waiting room to get your oil changed, or at the doctor's office, or on an airplane. This is your tool to share and invite people to either come to a class, use more, or even just enroll right then and there. So setting goals. So this is on in your launch. You're going to see this part about setting goals and taking action. So you really want to create a 90-day goal and a 1-year goal. And, what is your monetary goal? in 90 days, do you want to be, earning just enough to cover your monthly order, $150 a month? And what rank would that be? Definitely at least elite. Or is your 90-day goal to be silver? Earning, new silvers start like a brand new silver starts earning about $500 a month. Now, a silver, the average silver makes $2,200 a month, but probably in your first 90 days, you'd be looking at like a $500 to $1,000 a month income. What is your 1-year goal? Do you want to be gold? The average gold makes about $4,500 a month. Do you want to be silver, making that average silver commission of $2,200 a month? Whatever that is for you, I want you to put that in your launch guide and share that with your coach this week. And what we want to look at is really, yes, we are in sales. This is sales. There's no doubt about it. You don't need to deny that you're a salesperson. And you may not even think I'm a salesperson. Like, oh, I've never been a salesperson. I don't know how to sell things. I'm horrible at sales. It's okay wherever you're at with that. But you want to look and just really take on that you're a solutions provider. And you cannot provide a solution for someone unless they buy the oils, unless they buy a kit. And so you want to look at, really taking on the thought or the mindset of being a solutions provider. And just choose to be a solutions provider in your home and for everybody you meet. Everywhere you go, people are always, they've got a headache, they've got pain, they're sick, they're, child's throwing a fit, whatever that looks like. You can be the one to provide a solution that they don't even know exists right now. And unless you open your mouth, unless you share, they will never know that there is a solution. Or somebody else is going to share that solution with them, and then that person's going to sign up with somebody else, and you're not going to be able to be the one that made a difference for them in their life. And, when you connect people to your solutions, this is all we do. Connect people to our solutions. We invite attendees to become a solutions provider. So after we invite them to be a provider as well and show them how to get the oils in their home with just this one sentence. With a book and a box, you are prepared to address 80% of the health priorities in your home. Or a book and an app, right? We all have our Modern Essentials app or our Essentials Life app, and we can look up anything from A to Z, what's going on, and look to our oil box and provide a solution for our family. And that's what we want to do, is get people empowered to be the solutions provider in their home. And the doTERRA Empowered Success Program enables you to empower others to change their lives. Like with that class in a box that you see on the right-hand side, it's going to give you all the tools to do that. And you want to commit and schedule your PIPES activities. And we're going to talk more about scheduling your success in just a moment. So tips: be authentically you and naturally share your experiences to expose others to the possibilities. With this positive exposure, invite your prospects to learn more at a class or one-on-one presentation where you offer the opportunity to enroll. Essential launch skills. Invite two product and business presentations. 2, teach products and business presentations. 3, follow up with lifestyle overviews. And 4, launch and support your new builders. And we want to take a moment to look, at success is scheduled. Okay, so what is it really going to take for you to hit elite? So I'm just going to give you a breakdown of, elite in a month. Elite in 30 days is absolutely possible, and this is what it's going to take. So if your goal is, elite in 2 months, you can break it down further or, break it out more time. But let's just focus on elite in 30 days and what that would take. So in order to hit elite, the overall volume is 3,000 OV. So if you have, an average of 200 PV per enrollment, so that's a mixture of $150 kits, $275 kits, and $550 kits, your average would be 200 PV per enrollment. You would need 15 enrollments, right? 15 times 200 equals 3,000 for you to hit that elite rank. So what is that gonna look like? It's gonna look like, having several classes in order to fulfill on that. Each class is gonna have on average about 400 PV per class. So if you have a class with 400 PV, if you divide that 3,000 divided by 400, that's 7.5 classes. Okay? So, we want to, that launch week is key. So when you're scheduling out the classes, I do recommend to have a launch week or weekend and schedule 4 classes in 1 week. That way, when you're inviting everybody from your names list, which I'm going to talk to you about in a moment, you're not having to invite them multiple times. You're able to reach out to them, say, hey, I have 4 class options. I've got Tuesday evening, Wednesday evening, Saturday morning, and Sunday afternoon, or whatever that looks like for your schedule. But you want to break it up. Because a lot of people have like soccer Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday. So if you do a Wednesday and a Tuesday, you'll hit both of those. But then, there's people busy every night of the week. So you want to have some weekend options, or a Friday night, girls' night, Saturday morning, Sunday afternoon. Classes tend to be really high attendance rates as well, depending on your target market. And then if you schedule that at the beginning of the month, then you'll know how many enrollments you've had off that week, and then know where to go from there to gauge the rest of your month. And you can book classes off those classes. So you can fill up your calendar, especially nearing the end of the last, 2 weeks of the month, week 3 and 4. You can fill up that part of the month with classes that you book off classes from your first week of the month. Okay? And then anyone who can't attend a class that first week of your launch, no problem. Now you can set up one-on-ones with them in that second and third week of the month, so you can start filling in those gaps. And you just keep, filling it in. And, unless they're like a hard no, I don't want essential oils, most people are going to want to learn about it, and they're going to sit down with you, whether it's a one-on-one or a class, and you want to schedule that out. Okay? Okay, so expand your reach. So this is what it's going to look like. Creating 100 people's names list. Okay, and I'm going to talk to you about how to do that in a moment. And then inviting 45 people to come to your classes. You're going to want to present to about 30 of those 45. And on average, about 15 people enroll from 30 people, depending on your closing rate. Now, if you're, brand new and you're not having that high of a closing rate, you want to get your upline involved, get that closing rate higher. And we're going to teach you how to do that throughout the 6-week launch. And then out of those 15 people that enroll, you'll probably have 3 sharers or builders that you can support in launching their business. And it's just a repeat cycle over and over and over and over again. And when you really focus in on pushing for that 30-day launch, you're going to build so much momentum that you can catapult your business to the next level and just keep it rolling. Okay? So we never want to lose that momentum. So key. Okay, so during your launch month, let's reiterate, invite 40 people to attend a class, or, I recommend having 4 classes in 1 week, and invite those 45 people to attend a class, one of those 4 classes. And your homework is going to be to watch a video on sampling, the proper way to sample and invite, so that you have really, really high attendance rate at those classes. And then you want to schedule 3 to 4 classes, or do 15 one-on-ones, or a combination. So if you're like, I cannot do 4 classes in a month or in a week, it's likely going to take you 15 to 30 one-on-ones, because you're probably, if you do 30 one-on-ones, about half of those people are going to enroll. Okay, so in my opinion, it's a lot less work to put together those 4 classes. Just create that time in your schedule, whatever that looks like. If you gotta, get your husband on board or get your wife on board, or, really just block out that time, because 30 one-on-ones is going to take a lot more time than 4 classes, and then trickling the rest of the people who can't come to classes into those one-on-ones. Set that time to invest in your business, invest in you. If you really take that time and set that time aside right now, you can launch your business, and it's going to free you up later on because you'll have that momentum built. And so I really highly recommend you invest that time now and ask yourself these questions. So you want to create your names list. We're going to move into that next. But when you're creating your names list, you want to ask yourself these questions. Who needs natural solutions? Or actually, I'm sorry, I was skipping ahead here. Okay, back to this. When you are working on your business, when you carve out that 30-minute time on your lunch break from work, or that 30-minute time or 2-hour block on the weekend between, whatever you have up to in your schedule, these are the questions you want to ask yourself when you're doing your business, and these are your income producing activities. Who needs a natural solutions intro class? Who do I need to follow up to enroll? Who needs a lifestyle overview for people who have enrolled and you haven't sat down and done the lifestyle overview? Who needs a business overview? Who is ready to host a class? Okay, so you want to create your names list. So in the launch guide, there's a section in there that has room for 25 names. In your homework, I've actually sent you a link to just this page, so you can print out 4 copies of these and create that as your names list to add in your launch guide. Because 25 names is only going to really boil down to, maybe half of those are going to show up at a class. That's 12. And maybe half of those are going to enroll. That's 6 people. And maybe you'll have 1 builder out of that. So it really is going to take you creating that 100 people names list. And when you're creating your names list, I've also shared a memory jogger with you as well. Look at that memory jogger. It's going to help you think of people. Just because you write their name down doesn't mean you have to call that person right this second. It's just a memory jogger. You're just writing down names, okay? So when you're filling out your success tracker, when you think of somebody, oh, my neighbor Susie, don't think, oh, she wouldn't want the oils. Just write it down. Just write down anybody and everybody, and you can print out 10 pages of this and just keep writing. And when you've lost, ideas, when you've run out of ideas, you can also move to your Facebook list and go, oh, forgot about, my old friend from, high school, or I forgot about, my old mom's group I used to be in, or, oh yeah, what about that other soccer mom, whatever that looks like for you. It's going to help jog your memory. You can even look through the contact list in your phone. I create a names list just like you guys. It's not like I'm still working off some of the same people. I'm still working off some of the same names lists that I created 5 years ago, but I'm constantly adding to my names list and adding to those people. And just really what it's all about, we're going to share more with you about this, is just making friends. And, when the time is right to share with them, the time is right. But you can still put their name down, whether you think they're interested or not. Okay, and this success tracker is key. I love the part on the right-hand side where it says, connect, P, like have you presented to them? And it goes right with the pipe system. have you, like, the P is in, the first P is the prepare. So, have you connected with them recently? Like, if you haven't talked to them in 10 years, it's probably not appropriate for you to just immediately hit them up and say, hey, do you want to come to a doTERRA class? But maybe you start, commenting on their Facebook posts, or messaging them off their Facebook stories or things like that, and just really start connecting with people that you know and connecting with new people. And then I invite, you want to share an invite, and I'm going to have you watch a video on the proper way to sample people. Sampling is so, so key to having them have a positive experience with the oils before they come to a class, before you present to them. There is a much higher rate of them enrolling if they've been sampled properly. And then S, support that lifestyle overview. And then, if they're interested in earning income or sharing oils, you want to do that business overview or hosting overview with them for their launch. Okay, so that is it for the prepare section of your launch. So next week we're going to talk a lot more about inviting and sampling and presenting, starting to talk about presenting. So and I'm going to have you watch some really key videos, and I want you to make that names list. And I know, it might be a stretch for you to get to that 100, but I really, really challenge you to get to that 100. They say the average person by the time they're 35 knows 2,000 people. Okay, so I know you can do it. It's totally possible. And it doesn't mean that you have to contact every single person that's going on that names list. Okay, no one's going to force you to contact anyone on your list. This is just a reference for you. And but I am going to have you text a picture of it to your coach in the program, so that we know you did it, because that's part of your homework this week. And so thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you got value out of it, and I just can't wait to see you build that momentum, grow your business, and and then of course win those prizes in the next 6 weeks.